Welcome to another edition of Right on Rangers Live, coming at you, bottom of the 8th inning. MacKenzie Gore rebounding against the Angels after a quite poor start against them last time in Arlington. Gore, after the Mike Trout home run early on, very, very good tonight. Robbie Ahlstrom in the game right now, bottom of the 8th inning. Rangers not able to get anything done against Joyce, who has just come back from the IL, and they will be tasked with a 9th inning rally if they want to win this one. Nicky Lopez not able to get to that ground ball, and Grissom is aboard with nobody out in the 8th inning. What's good, everybody? Thanks for hanging out. A little late night baseball for you. It's going to be great, man. All week long, by the way. I hope you got the coffee and the caffeine ready, because we're ready to watch, hopefully, a Rangers win tonight and a series win out here in Anaheim. Let's do it. Drop a comment, drop a question. Y'all already know the drill. Here Right on Rangers, we cover everything Texas sports, but we put a big emphasis on the Rangers during the MLB season, and we thank you for choosing Right on Rangers for all of your Texas Rangers content. Robbie Ahlstrom, by the way, just absolute nails in that last inning. Runners on first and second. Mike Trout intentionally walked. Shawnuel up, one of the better Angels hitters. And since the All-Star break, he has been very, very good. Tough order here. Anytime they go multi-inning, I always get a little bit nervous. I'll knock on wood. These big moments, right? You have this moment where you're really hyped up. The adrenaline is at 1,000%. Then you got to go sit in the dugout. You got to go sit. You got to get cold. And then you got to come back out and match that. There's just something about it, man. Just something about it. I always feel a little bit hesitant. I'm hopeful that Robbie is able to get a little ground ball double play. And every worry that I've got right now can be all for naught. Robbie, 1-1 count, sets and fires. Right down the pipe, man. Not sure what Siri was waiting for on that one. My goodness. That was right there. All right, by the way, we've got Elias Díaz as the only RBI in this ball game. And just when you were kind of maybe wondering if Elias Díaz elite run was coming to an end, he goes ahead and gives you a 109-mile-an-hour smoked single for the only run scored of the game. And, man, trust, we're going to be talking about that Meckler home run, Rob. My goodness. I mean, this is, I really do feel like this is becoming close, at least getting somewhat on the level of House of Horrors, similar to T-Mobile Park in Seattle. The Rangers just of late have so much trouble at this ballpark from what it seems. And that Wade Meckler robbery, I mean, just kind of goes along perfectly there, doesn't it? Ground ball up the middle. Come on, be there. Seager's there. Berg, tell me you stayed on the base, baby. Yes, sir. Rangers get a huge double play. What did I say? What did I say at the very beginning of this? Yeah, give me a little double play ball here, Robbie. Come on, baby. Sure enough, we turn two down, nobody out. Look, Berger has not had a great night up at the plate, but, man, that's a nice dig and stretch for Jake right there. We'll talk about the offensive side, but let's appreciate the defense there. Berger, nice scoop, nice little stretch there. There we go, babe. All right, next up, Ballesteros. Ball one. Robbie, by the way, post All-Star break, just been so good. We'll get you some of the numbers here in just a little bit on his last 15 games. All right, last 15 games, which I would assume is pretty dang close to post All-Star. In fact, you know what? Shoot, I'll do you one better right now. We'll get the post All-Star numbers. Post All-Star numbers, he has not given up a run. I'm knocking on wood so hard right now. I want you to know I don't want any blame for this at all. No blame. But Robbie Ahlstrom has ice injected directly into his veins since the All-Star break, man. Whew. 2-1 count here. Let's go. Challenge this guy a little bit. We don't need any free passes this late. We really don't. Dude's hitting 221 with a 6.43 ERA. Come on now. Come on now. Another foul ball. We got 2-2-2. Let's go now. What's good, TikTok? Appreciate all y'all hanging out late night. Drop a comment, drop a question. Be happy to get to it, hopefully during the game. If not, man, we got a good post-game show planned. I know that it's late for some of y'all. That's why we tried to go a little bit earlier on the live today. I know it's 11:15 right now, Texas time. My goodness. I'm sure we'll have some people catching us on the replay tomorrow. If you haven't heard, all of these live shows I am now going to be putting onto the major podcast streaming, Apple, Spotify. Robbie gets the strikeout, by the way, and the Rangers are going to head to the top of the ninth with a tie ball game. Robbie freaking Ahlstrom, am I right? Robbie Ahlstrom gets it done again. He clutches up in the bottom of the 7th inning. He clutches up in the bottom of the 8th inning and preserves the tie ball game, gives the Rangers a chance in the top of the 9th. Justin Foscue, Elias Díaz, Evan Carter coming up next. Ahlstrom, I'm telling you, ice veins injected directly. I don't know what he did over the All-Star break. I have no clue. We got to ask this question. It's a valid question. What did this dude do over the All-Star break? My goodness, we got to get every Ranger on that plan moving forward. Dude's been unstoppable since the All-Star break. I told you guys, he has pitched now in 13 games since the All-Star break, and he has allowed 0 earned runs. 0. To go along with that, he's also struck out, 14 in 11 innings, 11 and a third innings. No way Ahlstrom at this point is going anywhere, man. Dude's not going anywhere. Look, I understand they're getting lighter back. I understand there's some other guys that are going to be getting back as well. Don't matter. Does not matter. Ahlstrom, I think, is definitely going to continue to work himself into higher and higher leverage moments. I don't know how much higher it can get than what we just saw. Games on the line. You're trying to get a playoff spot here. Season's winding down. You've got, 40 games left-ish? 40-ish games left. You got to start winning ball games, man. Natera, 2.16 ERA on the mound. Again, Rangers in the top half of this 9th inning. Justin Foscue, Elias Díaz, and then Evan Carter. Unfortunately, Jock Peterson taken out of the ball game. Man, let me know what you think about this. Any potential in that spot that you go ahead and bench Berger and you leave Jock out there at first base? Did anybody else think about this? Anybody else have this on their mind too? I thought to myself, could we maybe get a Jake Berger bench and allow Jock to play first base? Maybe the only weird thing is Foscue's DHing tonight. Possibly that's what's going on here. Didn't want to lose the DH. I'm imagining that's what it is. I'm just thinking out loud. But I probably would have found a way. I mean, you're bringing Nicky Lopez into the game anyways, right? You're bringing Nicky Lopez into the game anyways. Why not just bring in Nicky Lopez and put him in for Jake Berger? And then you just put Jock at first. Okay, so I really would like to know. I don't know if anybody's going to ask Skip that question, but why not just have Jock play some first base, baby? You were bringing in Nicky Lopez anyways. Nicky Lopez subbed in for Jock. Sub Nicky Lopez in for Berger. And just let Jock Peterson play. We'd have Jock Peterson coming up here 4th in this inning. Justin Foscue is going to serve one into left field. Rangers are in business early on. Here we go. Justin Foscue, much needed from him. He is 100% at this point in that territory where the the beginning of the season hype, if you will, fading just a little bit. He had found his niche against the lefties. We had seen a little bit of a slide from him. This feels right. This feels good. I'm glad to see him cooking. He's got a base knock tonight. He's got a walk. It's good to see. Felt like Foscue had been sliding a little bit. Glad that he's picking it up just a bit. Jock has said in the past, never felt comfortable against lefties. Yeah, I mean, I understand, but at this point, late in a ball game, you know they were going to throw Joyce. I mean, Sugi, you knew they were going to throw Joyce. Comment, by the way, again, Jock not comfortable against lefties. I mean, I totally get that, but I think you were kind of able to see how the Angels were going to line this up. You knew the Angels were going to throw Joyce, and at that point when Jock had entered, I mean, it was another right-hander. The Angels were never going to not use Joyce tonight in this tight of a ball game. They've got, obviously, another lefty out there right now, but I'd probably leave Jock in the game. I don't feel a whole lot better with Berger up there compared to Jock. I'm not going to lie to you guys. 2-1 count right now to Elias Díaz. 2 hits on the night. First hit was certainly, I mean, 100% full money's worth. Second, little bounding ground ball that manages to get through the infield. We'll take it. Looks like 110-mile-an-hour screamer in the box score. But, man, we will, at this moment in the ball game, with only 11 hits between the two teams, I think we'll take whatever offense we can at this moment in time. Oh, Elias, baby, why? Oh, that was an ugly pitch to swing at. It's 2-2. It should be 3-1 right now, man. Come on, Elias. That is not it, my guy. Man, I get it. It's a little nasty. The off speed's a little nasty, but man, that was ugly. Did that hit the plate? Oh, you hope that doesn't turn the tide of the AB. Pitch number 5 incoming here. Good to see some Rangers fans at the ballpark, am I right? Good to see some Rangers fans, man. Let's go. Here's Diaz, 5th pitch. Another dirt ball. Get the second. What do we do? Thank you, Justin. Atta baby. Reading that ball in the dirt. Love it. Foscue advances to second, and now, Diaz, we have a job to do. Ground ball right side, babe. Ground ball right side. Ground ball right side. Fly ball deep to right. You got a job to do. It's very simple. There's nothing to it, man. Come on. Foscue advances to second on the wild pitch. Oh, no. Oh, right down the pipe, man. What are you looking for? I mean, that is what it is. That's just a bad AB by Diaz. He's had a decent night. You know, he has the only RBI of the game. Pretty tough to get on him at this point. But, man, that's a bad AB. And on a pitch right down the pipe, and that is screaming to be crushed somewhere, man. Maybe so. Speaking of lights too bright, you hope that's not the case for Evan Carter right now, facing a lefty. You know, you can't bunt, obviously. That's why the Diaz situation is just a bit brutal. Because if Diaz can get the runner over, you might be thinking safety squeeze with Evan Carter. You might be. Diaz, if you're able to get him over, I think you might try a safety squeeze with Evan Carter. That would be phenomenal, but you're not going to do it now. I mean, you might as well let Evan hit away. You've already got the runner in scoring position. You know, bunting Foscue over to third. Think about who you got up next as well, right? You've got Nicky Lopez up. God bless Nicky Lopez, but you know, I like what AJ Pierzynski said on the broadcast, Fox broadcast the Rangers were on a couple of weeks ago. When you're bunting, you always got to think about the guy who's up next. I mean, again, you're bunting for Nicky Lopez. Look, just not ideal. Evan Carter's going to go down swinging here. Real unfortunate the way this is unfolded. You have 2 back-to-back strikeouts. Diaz, probably the most shameful, man. Right down the middle. You can't get a better pitch than Elias Díaz had to advance the runner over to third base. And then I think you would have done safety squeeze with Evan Carter. I think you would have taken your chances there. I don't think you would have left it up to Nicky Lopez. Yeah, the cross-up earlier was not great. Canelo, I'm with you on that one. Nicky Lopez, big, healthy cut, man. 97-mile-an-hour heat. Again, really a slightly middle pitch. And, we're just not able to do a whole lot with it. This has been a pretty big issue over the last couple of years. I think it's gotten a little better this year, but, man, just the fastball's right down the middle. You'd love to see this team take more advantage of it. You really would. Oh, Eric, what's good, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. They were deep on Carter. Why not bunt? I think, again, Matt, you're thinking about who's up next there. I mean, maybe it works out and you get a base knock. I would say the probability is pretty low. I get the rebuttal is, the probability is probably pretty low that Evan's going to reach base anyways. Why not try it? But I think you're just hoping he finds a way to clutch up there. You just don't want to necessarily give away a free out. You'd rather take the 2 RBI opportunities instead of 1. It's not a great situation right now. There's no other way to spin it. Nicky Lopez going to pop out here. Rangers just wasted a huge opportunity there. I bring in Jacob Latz here. I think Peyton Gray is probably going to come in, but I would bring in Latz. I don't want to lose this game. I don't want to lose this ball game. And I'm not saying Peyton Gray is going to lose the game for us. That's not my prediction, but I don't want to lose this game. I do not want to see the Rangers drop game 1. Very, very winnable game. Reid Detmers has got a 4+ ERA. I mean, I already know we're going to hear about how great he was in the post game. Even if this does go our way, I'm sure we'll still talk about him. Man, Reid Detmers, he's good. And, I mean, we did hit 3 homers off of him in like 4 innings just a month ago. But yeah, I mean, he's basically Cy Young incarnate, right? I'm just not at all buying the excuse on Reid Detmers. He's not terrible. He's not Clayton Kershaw in his prime. Like, I'm so tired of hearing the excuses after the game about how such and such a pitcher was just on tonight, had everything working. I mean, when you have to say that after every single game, is it really the pitcher, or might it be the reflection in the mirror? Just throwing that out there. Might it be the reflection in the mirror, man? A lot of you guys are saying, here's another one. Britton, what's good, man? Agreed, Carter should have bunted. I'm just not a fan. I understand the logic there. You can't just auto bunt Carter every single time, regardless, devoid of situation. I get it. Like the default has been bunt Carter against a lefty. I don't think you can do that robotically. You got a runner on second. You got 1 out. What is bunting really going to do for you there? Get Foscue to third base? Whoop-de-doo. I mean, I'd much rather have an RBI opportunity. It's not going to work out great either way. Carter's probably going to get thrown out at first. The chances of him getting to first without an out are probably less than 25%. I just don't agree that the bunt is the best call there. I get why people want it. I'm not saying that it's an out of left field idea. You want to have the 2 RBI opportunities. Even though Evan Carter's at a disadvantage there, you want to have the 2 RBI opportunities. Now, if you want to argue about how Skip utilized the bench, yeah, I think that there are some question marks there. Right now, the only guy on the bench is Austin Wynns. That is tough. You have no other shot there with Evan Carter. You can't bench him and sub in Austin Wynns. You don't really want to burn your last catcher there, and there's really nowhere to put Austin Wynns. So it's a tough situation. It's a tough position. I do think these are things that you absolutely can debate. You just don't have a lot of margin for error with some of the bench moves here. Peyton Gray on, by the way, 0-2. Guess we're saving Latsy. We'll see how this works out. I am a little bit suspect of this decision. Little suspect, but I hope I am wrong. Peyton Gray, so far, so good. Strikes out Adam Frazier on 3 pitches. Thank you. Just make me look so wrong right now. Please, Peyton Gray. That was easy. Cakewalk. We keep rolling. Appreciate all you guys hanging out, man. We got 44 people hanging out on TikTok. That's awesome. We got a pretty good crowd on YouTube, too. You guys took me seriously when I said get that caffeine ready. You guys are the real ones right now. Peyton Gray going to miss slightly outside here. By the way, drop a comment, drop a question. We'd be happy to get to it. We'll definitely be doing some post-game. I know a lot of y'all are probably going to be looking to get to bed pretty soon after the final out here, but we will definitely be going post-game a little bit as well. Already about 22 or so minutes into the show. It's been great. Where we're at in the ball game, by the way, if you're tuning in, we are bottom of the 9th, 1 out at the moment. Rangers, 5 total hits on the night. Elias Díaz with 1 of them, actually with 2 of them. Ground ball, by the way, to Seager, flips it over to first, 2 down. Heineman is retired. Yeah, Elias Díaz, 2 hits, but the only run scored for the Rangers, and Elias Díaz ground ball single through the left side of the infield, 109 miles an hour off the bat. Beautiful. Elias Díaz definitely did not have the best AB in the 9th inning, but you know what? It's hard to get on the guy when everybody else has, for the most part, zeros next to their name. Ball in the air to right. Nimmo is there. And we will go to extra innings where my favorite rule in baseball will be enacted. Of course, I'm talking about the ghost runner rule. Favorite rule in baseball. I digress. I actually don't mind this rule when you are the visiting team. I actually don't mind. The longtime listeners know why. I actually do not mind when you've got the visiting team going first, and this one makes me feel a lot better. I just don't like when you're at home and you have this extra inning ghost runner rule. I know the rebuttals. You know, every team has the same opportunity, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I just think there's something psychological when you go down immediately in extra innings. I just think there's something mental about it. I just think it gives the visiting team an advantage. You score first, you have the mental advantage instantly. Yes, you can tell yourself that, hey, you know, we still have our chance in the bottom half. But the reality is there's added pressure immediately when the visiting team scores. Now, you got to score. You got to score. It's easier said than done, but I've always felt like the visiting team is at an advantage in these scenarios. Agree, disagree, you let me know. I'm just not a fan of this rule, period, though. I mean, I'm giving you guys the glass half full. I'm not a fan of this rule. I don't care about how much, you know, how many innings the Rangers have to play additionally. I'm old school, man. I just want to see them play regular baseball until there's a victor. You know what? If you don't want to play 15 innings, win the ball game in the first 9. Like, if you don't want to play a long game of baseball, somebody clutch up in the first 9. Simple. Easy. And here we go. Top of the 10th. Rangers are going to be facing off against Murphy, right-handed thrower. So far, he has only pitched in 3 games in his major league career. We're getting a guy who's pretty green at this point, at this moment in time. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts. Has not given up an earned run yet in his major league career. Look, he will not get an earned run for Nicky Lopez on second base, but I would love to give the man his first loss of his career right here. Let's go, babe. All right, we have Wyatt Langford up. This is your chance to win it right here. Hey, this is the opportunity to win the ball game. Here's the pitch. Wyatt's going to take ball 1. I wonder if they're thinking about being a little careful to Wyatt. The only problem is you got Seager up next, but maybe you're hoping you can get Seager to roll over on something, which he can do. I don't imagine they want to throw Wyatt a meatball here, though. Ball 2. Rook maybe a little nervy – a little nervy coming into the ball game here. Wyatt on the night, 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Had a really nice AB, I want to say last time up. I mean, it was a long at-bat that culminated in a walk. And he's quickly 3-0. I would probably green light here. I'd probably be green lighting Wyatt and letting him launch one. I'm giving him an opportunity. I want the bat off of his shoulder. 3-0 pitch. Come on, babe. Send it into the bleachers. Oh, it was there. Oh, it was there. He must have, I don't know if he was take all the way, if that was coaching. Man, it was a little bit at the top of the zone. Matt, it was a little at the top, but man, that looked pretty. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Here we go. And there is ball 4. Wyatt is going to take first base, and Corey Seager will get another opportunity, man. He was robbed in the 7th inning? Top of the 7th inning, Corey was robbed. Thought he had a 3-run jack. Oh, that was a great play by Meckler out there in right field. I mean, you got to tip your cap. Incredible play. Mike Maddox, by the way, out on the mound for a little shoulder rub. Yes, sir. Oh, the two-handed shoulder rub. Is it always a two-handed shoulder rub with Maddox, though? Is it always two-handed? The Mike Maddox hand on the shoulder, man. It's just classic. Miss it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I miss it. Wish they wouldn't have let go of him. But Murphy, man, after basically, 4 or 5 just non-competitive pitches there in that Langford at bat, probably did need a little visit from Coach Maddox. Corey Seager, 0 for 4 on the night. Corey's going to be first pitch hacking, man. If he gets anything in the zone, he is hacking on first pitch, guaranteed. You know it. Here's the pitch right now. Corey swinging, off speed, little change up. Get out, and it does. And he was a little bit, I think, thrown off by that change, man. Corey, they're showing that home run, almost home run again. Just a great play by Meckler. Outstanding play by him. Pitch number 2 to Corey. On the season, Corey batting 192, 669 OPS. Murphy delivers. And Seager's going to take this one outside. Look, Corey, he has had some ups and downs since coming back from the IL. We've seen him with some nice games. He hit the home run against Baltimore a couple of days ago. And we could use another one of those right now. Oh, I am shocked Corey let that go. Shocked Corey let that go, man. Normally anything like remotely close to the zone, Corey hacking. He's down 1-2. Murphy fires. And we're going to have another one fouled off here. Right back. Corey just missing that one. 96 miles an hour. Slightly, very slightly above the zone. Rangers have runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the 10th inning. No Lopez out at second base. Good speed. Corey going to take a pitch down low. Man, did he spit on that one. Spit on that one, man. That was a very nice pitch there by the rookie, by the Angels rookie. Corey did well to hold off. And look, he's susceptible to that fading pitch down low, and he had great plate discipline there. Corey sends one into the outfield. Nicky Lopez, is he going to get held up? Looks like they are going to hold Nicky Lopez up. Oh, it was not deep enough. It was right at the Angels left fielder. It was a good stop by Ragsdale, but man, I wanted that to be the go-ahead run so badly. We know this offense, you don't take anything for granted. I mean, there's nothing else Nicky Lopez could have done better. He hadn't even touched third base before the ball was, the ball was already in the glove, and he hadn't even touched third base yet. I mean, it's a tough one. I have no clue what kind of arm. Is that Siri out there? I have no clue what kind of arm Siri has out in left field. But look, with the solution up, I think you take your chances. I think you take your chances with him. Let me clarify. And you allow him to do what he's been doing all year long. I'm totally okay with the stop sign there. And look, you already know if I wasn't happy about it, I would be letting you guys know. Corey Ragsdale down there, he's had some great moments. He's had some bad ones. That was a good one. Hey, Britton, that is freaking hilarious, man. You guys kill me with some of these comments. I'm not going to lie to you. Zeke, don't do something dumb. Literally the only thing you couldn't have happen. Come on, Zeke. Bad AB there by Zeke. He has had a little bit of a tough night at the plate. I know he does have a base knock, but just not his usual. You're going to see a pitching change here. Looks like we're bringing in a lefty. No clue. But Nimmo, I mean, look, Nimmo's been great against lefties, so I don't know if Kurt Suzuki realizes that or not. You might actually want to leave in the righty against Nimmo. You might want to bring in, you might want to leave that right-hander right there. I think Nimmo, does he have reverse splits this year? Let me check this out. I want to dig into this a second. I saw the stats that they were showing on Nimmo the other night, and they were putting Murphy up there too. One of the higher batting average in team history against lefties. Lefty on lefty, I should clarify. Nimmo has better splits against lefties. He has better splits against lefties. Okay, look at this. 345 batting average against lefties. 961 OPS against lefties for Brandon Nimmo. Against righties, Nimmo is hitting 248 with a 725 OPS. Sugi, this is hilarious. Here's the comment. This is from YouTube. Skip GPT versus Kurt GPT. Battle of the bots. Kind of does feel like that right now. Like, I mean, do they understand how Brandon Nimmo hits against lefties? Do they understand? This dude rakes against lefties. I mean, look, they might get the out. I'm not saying that Nimmo is for sure getting a hit here. I feel pretty confident, but man, do you really want to put in a lefty against a guy with a 961 OPS against left-handers this year? Right now, by the way, little commercial break. Angels relieving the rookie that they had in to start the inning. That was, believe, Murphy, right? And Wyman, gonna butcher the name, I'm sure, but he's the new lefty in to face Brandon Nimmo with the bases loaded. There's one out here. And, man, there's an opportunity for Texas to bust this game wide open. That's exactly what you would love to see. You don't want to have to use lats here. If you don't have to use lats, I would love to be able to avoid it. I mean, look, he might be warm already. Maybe you want to throw him anyways. But if you could put up a 4 or 5 spot here, I'd feel very comfortable going a different direction. Hey, Sohan Masters, appreciate the gift. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Not needed, but much appreciated, my guy. Brandon Nimmo's going to take ball 1 way inside. Wayman, by the way, on the season, look, he has only pitched 2 games. This is another guy, very green. He's only pitched 2 games in his major league career. Also has not given up a run. Let's change that right now. Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a healthy hack on a ball that caught a lot of plate. 79 mile an hour off-speed pitch. Thought Nimmo was going to tank that one, man. He just missed it. 78 mile an hour sweeper right over the heart of the plate. Healthy hack for Brandon. 1-1, top of the 10th inning. Rangers have the bases loaded. Nimmo swings, and he sends one into the outfield. Rangers score 1. Are they holding him up at third? Yes, they are. The Rangers take the lead. Nicky Lopez scores. Brandon Nimmo smokes one. Was that 110? How fast was that? I need to get this StatCast read immediately. Was that 110? Freaking laser. My goodness, Brandon Nimmo. And my goodness, Angels lefty pitcher. What are we doing throwing a fastball right down the pipe to Brandon Nimmo? Oh, my goodness. 106 off the bat, 105.8 to be exact. Brandon Nimmo smoked that one. Rangers lead it 2-1. Jake Berger, come on. Clutch up once, my guy. Clutch up once. This is your job, man. Lefty crusher. Burger, 800 plus OPS against lefties. Got to show up, my guy. Yes. Yes, Jake Burger. He is able to get it right over the second baseman's head. They're waving around the runner. They're going to score 2 here, maybe. Looks like he got in. Corey Seager, you are so slow, but my goodness, thank you for scoring that run. Corey Seager, how is he safe? I thought there was no way he wasn't scoring standing up. Then the camera cuts and Corey is literally 10 feet away. How did he score? Oh my goodness, how did he score? Wow. Look, Burger did not hit that one very hard, but it shows up as a laser in the box score, as we like to say. Corey Seager, my goodness, dude, you are slow as all get out. I love you, buddy, but you are so slow. I didn't think there was any way that he wasn't scoring standing up. I know he had to pause and wait for that ball. That ball was hit so slow. Oh my goodness. I mean, look, the Angels get the cutoff and Corey's 10 feet away. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Who's slower, Corey Seager or Josh Young? And I love both of them. Who's slower? Woof. Thank you. I'm glad he scored. I don't want to make this negative, but man, I'm glad he was able to get on his horse, unhitch the trailer for that last 10 feet, and get the Rangers up 4-1. Foscue, put the game out of reach. Come on. Put the game out of reach right now. Kate says from YouTube, I need Corey Seager and Josh Young in a race stat. I love it. Foscue, that was your pitch, babe. Oh, that's right down the pipe. Yeah, nod your head, buddy. Nod your head. Come on. If you're going to let that one go by, you better be smoking one. Foscue on the night, 1 for 3, does have a walk as well. Here's the pitch. Foscue going to take a dirt ball down low. We got runners at first and second. Burger at first, Nimmo at second. Nimmo with good speed out there. You figure anything to the outfield, pretty good chance Nimmo is going to be able to score. Foscue, man, was going through a bit of a struggle first 3 weeks after the All-Star break. He's coming around a little bit here. Let's see if he can get the Rangers up big. Another pitch outside here, 2-1 count. Foscue, just to give you a little bit perspective on his last 7 games, 231 average, last 15 games, 172 average. He's due. He is due. Ben Peoples throwing out there in the bullpen in case the Rangers can extend this lead to maybe 4 or 5 runs here. Man, you'd love an opposite field gap shot by Foscue. Come on. Opposite field gap shot. I'm willing it into existence right now. Come on, Justin. Pitch 4, 2-1 count here. Fastball, look to drive. Come on. Another curveball right over the heart of the plate. I don't think Foscue was expecting that one, man. That is a healthy slider over the heart of the plate, just asking to be sent opposite field. 2-2 count. Foscue going to have to shorten it up a little bit, put this ball in play. Worst thing is a strikeout here. Worst possible outcome. Put the ball in play. Get these runners over. At minimum. Give me the second and third. Foscue going to strike out here. Bad AB for Justin. Let a lot of good pitches go by, man. Pitch number 1, pitch number 4. Right over the heart of the plate. And then he ends up swinging at the junk low and inside. Not a great AB from Justin there. Elias Díaz, you're our only hope. Look, we got the 3-run lead. I'm just being greedy here. I'd like to not have to burn Latzy in game 1 of this 4-game set. I'm just being greedy. Totally being greedy right now. Elias Díaz takes a pitch right over the heart of the plate. Look, as a hitter, I'm always thinking, you're sitting fastball. No need to guess. You don't need to guess first pitch off speed. Sit fastball. But, man, when you see that curveball come right over the heart of the plate, I think it's a sweeper, actually. Tempting. Elias Díaz up the middle, right at the second baseman, and all the Rangers will get are those 3 runs. Hey, look, we'll take it. You would have loved to see them extend this one out to 5-1, 6-1 even. Brandon Nimmo, though, the hero of that inning, comes through with a bases loaded laser to get the Rangers up. It is a 4-1 game. Jacob Latz, no doubt, going to come on to pitch the bottom of the 10th. I don't think he used Ben Peoples at all. I know some of y'all will be very happy. I saw a couple of you guys no on Ben Peoples. Please no. Please no. Look, I actually like Ben. I think he's been pretty solid, but yeah, there's no way I'm putting in Peoples in a 3-run game. Had it got to 4, I think you pulled the trigger on that, but man, I'm not putting in Ben Peoples in a 3-run with the ghost runner rule in effect as well. By the way, Neto, Trout, Shawnuel up next. I don't think we want Ben Peoples facing Neto, Trout, and Shawnuel. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hey, look, Berger, let's not leave him out. He has not been playing well lately. I think that's very fair to say about Jake's game. He's not been playing well. Look, you got the job done. I want to go glass half full with the Berger hit. Did he really clutch up there with the hard contact? No, but you put the ball in play. Beautiful things can happen, as I like to say. It's not my phrase, but I love to use it. Beautiful things can happen when you put the ball in play. So we got to give Berger credit for that. Is he hitting the ball great right now? No, he's not. In the box score, though, you wouldn't be able to tell that. He's 1 for 5 with 2 RBI. Looks great. Looks great, baby. We will see how things play out. I think we were talking earlier, Jock Peterson, could you have left him in today's game? Probably what I would have done. I guess Skip looks like a genius now. Berger with the bloop-de-bloop single over second base. Skip looking like a genius. Skip GPT on point tonight, as you guys like to say. Do I think that we're winning is the comment on TikTok. Do I think we're winning? I feel pretty confident with the 3-run lead and Jacob Latz. Latzy has been a little susceptible lately to some hard contact. I definitely have that in the back of my mind, but with the 3-run cushion, yeah, I'm putting my money on the Rangers lone all-star this year. We keep on rolling. Lord Tubbington, I was wondering, did you fall asleep, man? Did you finally jolt up in your chair in the lazy boy, man? I was wondering when you were going to show up. Good to see you, my guy. Hey, look, it is almost midnight back in Texas. We're still going strong. Swing in a healthy miss by Neto. Lassie just pulling the string on that one. Let's keep on rolling. Pitch number 2. Neto 0 for 4 with a strikeout on the night. He's going to foul this one back quickly 0-2. Would love to see a sharp outing from Latz. He has, definitely been nails all season long, not knocking on the guy. But again, last couple of outings, been hit around a little bit. You'd love to see one of those classic, no sweat, no stress Latz frames right now. Finish this game out. Tub felt the Latz aura, Kachow says, and woke up. I love that. The Latz aura, baby. Yeah, where is Darnell? Where is he, man? That is great. Yeah, well, look, we got some people, I'm sure, that have to work tomorrow and whatever. They don't want to be tired or whatever the excuse is. I'm just messing, man. I get it. I get it. Hey, out in Vegas right now, it's 9:53. I'm chilling. I'm good right now. Y'all the ones that are going to have to get a little less sleep tomorrow night. By the way, Neto 1-2 count. Latz delivers. A little high, ball 2. 2-2. Runner out at second base is Wade Meckler, by the way. Meck with a little bit of speed. I think he probably will score on a ground ball to the outfield, on a ball hit to the outfield. I mean, we don't have the best arms out there either. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to our boys, but not the strength. Zeke Duran gobbles it up, fires it over to Berger, and Latz quickly has one down, and the runner does not advance. Not that it matters with this big of a lead. I mean, you're not really going or thinking that small if you're the Angels. Trout will come up. Trout, of course, hit the home run to get the party started for the Angels in the bottom of the first inning. Gore, unfortunately, hung a curveball knee high That is a Mike Trout heat zone if I've ever seen one, man. That dude is one of the elite low ball hitters that this game has ever seen, and that's just not where you want to put a pitch for him. Speaking of low ball, Latsy, I guess, is going to tempt him, man. I don't know why they keep throwing this dude high, man. He loves hitting the low ball. Stop throwing low to this dude. I know you got to change up eye levels. You look at the heat zone. You guys can see it on YouTube right now. Where does he like it? He likes it right over the heart of the plate at the knees. Pitch him high and tight. Pitch him high and outside. Stop throwing him pitches right over the heart of the plate at the knees. What are we doing? All right, here we go. 1-1 count. Ball 2. There's that high pitch. Thank you. Jacob Latz listening. Stroh's 1 in extras. You know what? It's all right. It's all right. I think I told you guys, we just got to keep winning games. I love it when they lose and we win, but, man, we just got to keep winning ball games right now. 2-2 count to Trouty on the year, 831 OPS, 237 average on the season. Not the numbers, obviously, of the Mike Trout in his prime, but, man, it looked pretty good on our team. An 831 OPS, I'll take it. 2-2 pitch. Trout's going to foul this one straight back. Look, this is setting up, I think, pretty well. You hopefully don't have to do anything more here with Latz in the bottom of the 10th. Ideally, you'd like to be blowing the Angels out and not having to use any of your big arms. But look, tomorrow, new day, never know what's going to happen. You've got clearly an Angels rotation beyond Reid Detmers that's a little bit depleted. You had the Soriano trade. So you've definitely got an advantageous setup with the pitching matchups the rest of the way. This was kind of the one that you were really worried about. So I think that the mentality here has to be you weathered the storm with Detmers. Hopefully, I'll knock on wood right now. You weathered the storm with Detmers. You've got some advantageous matchups coming up against pitchers that you should, emphasis on the word should, be able to handle. And hopefully those games can be a little bit more lopsided so you're not so dependent on the big arms late in ball games. Trout, man, it's just a foul fest right now. We're on pitch number 9 coming up next. This really isn't what you want to see if you're a Rangers fan. Mike Trout, going double-digit pitches with Jacob Latz, but here we are. We get the close-up on Baxic and on Jared Sandler in the booth. Another foul ball. My goodness. Isn't this hilarious? This is a YouTube comment. Just went out of my way to dislike all of your videos. Take care. That is hilarious. That's so funny. You know what else is funny is you have to be a subscriber to comment on anything. You don't have to pay anything. You just subscribe to the channel. So this person literally went out of their way to not only dislike all the videos, but subscribe too. I think that's what they call rent-free, is it not? I think I'm using that terminology correctly here. Rent-free, baby. Spend a whole night disliking my videos. See if I care, babe. Free subscriber. Free subscriber. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they'll unsub after this is over. I could care less, man. Clicking on every one of my videos. Give me that engagement all day. Mike Trout with a Hall of Fame at bat right now. What are you going to do? 11 pitch walk? That's why he's a Hall of Famer. That's why he is a Hall of Famer, man. What an AB from him. If anything, what was accomplished there is Latsy's probably going to be down. If not tomorrow, probably going to be down on Wednesday. You hate that he's got to throw this many pitches. He's going to be over 20 unless he can get like one pitch, one out here. Bang, bang, right away. Shonowell up now. Runners on first and second. Shonowell tying run up at the plate. Ball 1 for Latsy. Are we getting a little nervous? Latsy, got to lock down here, my guy. Ground ball double play. I agree, Matt. will be huge. Foul ball, Lats putting that one pretty center cut. Swolger, I'm 100% with you. Comment from YouTube is, I hate that this team struggles against the Angels. Every team has that kryptonite, if you will. I don't want to call the Angels kryptonite for the Rangers, but my goodness. I don't understand why it has to be this hard. Ball in the air should be playable. Nicky Lopez there. Oh, Brandon Nimmo. Call that one off, buddy. Lopez catching it behind his head a little bit there. Nimmo, come on now. Call him off on that one, my guy. We got 2 outs. I won't complain too much. Guzman up to bat now on the night. He is 2 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Tying. This will be the tying run up at the plate. 227 with a 630 OPS on the year. Right-hander steps in against Jacob Latz. Latz, he's so good this season. 184 ERA. Got that whip. Still at a very clean .73. Here's the pitch. Latz a little bit high. Wind does get the Rangers. Chase, yes, sir. Gets them to 60 and 59. Gets them a game above 500. Moses says Angels love to give the Rangers a fight. Good for them. Love the competition. I mean, I love the competition. I don't want to see Latzy gassed here. Jeez. Filthy changeup there. Pulled the string on that one, and Guzman is quickly down. Just 1-1. Excuse me. Latz taking that ball quickly, man. He is ready to throw once again. He's not taking a lot of time in between pitches right now. I kind of love it. Man. Just give me the ball. Get on the mound. Let's go. One pitch away. On your feet. One pitch to victory. Let's get it. Latz sets. Meckler on second. Takes a lead. And that one's going to get away. Did it hit the batter? No. Or was it just a wild pitch? Just a wild pitch, I guess. Runners on second and third. I guess it doesn't mean a ton. I thought that hit him and we were going to have bases loaded. Woof. All right, so we got a 2-2 count upcoming. I thought that hit his back foot. I guess it cleared, man. I thought, looks like it skimmed off the front foot, but whatever. Okay, this is awesome, man. I really appreciate this. It's made my night. Everyone in Texas on their feet. Let's go. Red Sox are better. No, thank you. No, thank you. New England sports fan, appreciate you stopping by, but no, thank you. Elias Díaz, I guess we're waiting on a review here. Elias Díaz, I think he did as much as he could there. Sure, you'd love for him to stop it. Not a great pitch to handle. It looked like it hit that foot. It looked like it kind of took a little bit of a different trajectory once it hit that front foot. What's the count? It is a 2-2 count. It's either going to be 2-2 or it's going to be bases loaded. Lone Star Shuffle, that's what I thought too. Appreciate it. Comment from Lone Star Shuffle, thought it hit his front foot. What happened in the Red Sox game? Was that the brawl game? I saw there was like some massive brawl today. Was that the Red Sox game? Okay, so LA loses the challenge. Call on the field stands. So LA actually did challenge there. Interesting. I'm going to have to turn up the audio here a little bit. I couldn't quite hear that one. All right, locking in here. One strike away. Runners on second and third. Trout on second. Meckler on third. Latz delivers. Swing and a miss. Cue the I Like Texas music. Hello, win column. The Rangers get win number 1 in this 4-game set. Jacob Latz slams the door. Brandon Nimmo, your hero. Bases loaded. RBI laser. Jake Berger comes in behind, gets another pair. Rangers win this ball game 4-1. MacKenzie Gore with the outstanding start today. 9 strikeouts. Didn't quite get the quality start. Only went 5 1/3. But the new dad was cruising. New dad was on cruise control after that Mike Trout home run. Got to give Gore a lot of credit. You really do. We're so hard on the guy. Got to give Gore a lot of credit tonight. Was it a perfect start from him? No. Was it a great start from him after getting completely shelled by this team the last time they came to Arlington? Yes. It was a great bounce-back start for Gore. I am very, very impressed by the outing that he had. You needed this one. You did not want to drop game 1 to the Angels. It just sets a terrible tone for the rest of the series. Big win. If you want to win this series, getting that game 1 so important. You lose game 1, you got to win 3 in a row to win it. So huge that Texas is able to take this first game, and you do it against the Angels' best. We made that point about 5 minutes ago. You really had Detmers standing in the way in this tonight's ball game. I feel like if you could get past Detmers, you had a prime opportunity to maybe even, I don't want to say it, but maybe even sweep a series if you could beat Detmers tonight. We'll see what happens. This has not been a great place for the Rangers to play over the last 2 seasons. But man, this is a great win. Needs to be celebrated. Win tomorrow guarantees the split. I would say split is disappointing, but not code red. If the Rangers just split this series, not disappointing. I would say disappointing, but not code red. Let me be very clear here. It's late. It's been a long day for all of us. I'd be disappointed in a split, but I'm not hitting the panic button totally. Hey, Britton, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the kind words. Thanks for tuning in. I know a bunch of y'all are going to be taking off. Go get some rest. If you want to catch the rest of the post game, we'll have the podcast up for you guys. Totally understand. But all y'all that want to talk, hang out, we're going to be live for about another, I would say, 10 or 15 minutes wrapping this one up. And then we are going to hit the hay ourselves. Got some early days tomorrow. I know for a lot of you guys, thanks for hanging out. Hey, look, let me get to some comments. I want to make sure we get to everybody today. I got to say this. Player of the game, it's a tough one offensively. I think you've got to go Nimmo with the 2 knocks and the clutch RBI there with the bases loaded. Elias Díaz could be another one also too, but I'm going to go Nimmo. The moment couldn't have been bigger in his AB. Lefty. We talked about how interesting it was that Kurt Suzuki decides to go to the left-hander against Nimmo, who absolutely rakes against lefties. Nimmo hits better against lefties than righties. He has reverse splits this year. MVP goes to Brandon Nimmo on the offensive side. I think on the pitching side, there's a couple of different directions you can go. I think the obvious choice is MacKenzie Gore. I think that the less obvious choice is Robbie Ahlstrom. Robbie Ahlstrom with a huge bases loaded moment in the bottom of the 7th. And then he came back in the bottom of the 8th and threw another scoreless inning. Hasn't allowed an earned run since the All-Star break. Robbie Ahlstrom, I mean, look, it might be a co-MVP situation. It really might be. MacKenzie Gore was outstanding. You've got to give him some love. Feels like forever ago that he actually pitched in this game. I just don't think we can leave tonight not giving that man his flowers. Brand new dad. Congratulations again to him. Pitching like a pro tonight. You loved the effort that you got from the Rangers' 3rd starter. This is what you need from Gore. Look, I'm willing to flush all of Gore's first half down the season if he can just give me 2 good months. If he can just give me 2 good months here, I am willing to flush that dude's miserable up and down first half down the season. I know miserable is a strong word. It hasn't been good. There's no way to spin it. It hasn't been good for Gore. It's way too volatile, way too up and down for the assets you gave up for him. But I'm willing to totally wipe it all clean if he can clutch up over these next, let's say 3 months, because the Rangers are going to make the playoffs, baby. We're making those playoffs. If he can clutch up over the next 3 months, I will gladly forget about March, April, May, June, and July. Gladly. Appreciate all y'all hanging out. We just went through our players of the game. Brandon Nimmo on the offensive side. MacKenzie Gore, Robbie Alstrom, co-MVP. Gore, he shall be pardoned if he can clutch up. If thee can clutch up, thee shall be pardoned. Amen to that. MacKenzie Gore, turn over a new leaf, baby. Turn over a new leaf and become that dude that we knew, at least we thought we were getting when we traded for him. I would love to see that happen. All right. Hey, Gerald, appreciate it, man. Yeah, look, Apple, we're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on pretty much every major podcast. It's a little bit of a different style, right? You know, it's very interactive with you guys here on the lives. I love the comments and love what you guys bring to the table. I'm going to keep on doing that. I really don't want to change the show at all. Yes, we're throwing it up on the podcasting networks now, but I'm not planning on changing the show a whole lot. Little couple of tweaks here and there, but nothing crazy. Appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting and spreading the word on that. It really does mean a lot. Really does. All right, let's see. What else do we got? Mason, West Coast baseball, brutal to watch, especially Anaheim, zero energy. Mace, I'm with you on this. It's definitely tough when there's no juice to this series for the other team. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of juice for the Rangers and for us fans, but man, just no juice on the other side. I agree with you. I mean, look, let's be fair. It's a Monday night, and you're watching a team that's lost, 74 games now? It's hard for me to blame the good citizens of Anaheim for not coming out to support a 74-loss team. But, man, I'm with you on this one. I mean, look, it doesn't affect me. It's, like I said, 10-11 right now out here in Vegas. I'm chilling. Darnell, I didn't think you were ever showing up, my guy. Good to see you, brother. Go Rangers. Go Rangers. Let's keep rolling. Let's see, what else do we have? Give me Peoples over Silseth. Silseth definitely continues to make things a little interesting, doesn't he? Today, look, 2/3 innings pitched, walk, hit. He just hasn't had a clean outing, has he? Hasn't had that outing where it's like 1, 2, 3, and you just feel great about him. Bradford versus Johnson tomorrow. We're going to go through that matchup here in about 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm with you on this. I'm being dead serious with you guys. I know some people accuse me of being way too reactionary. I'm being dead serious. If he can clutch up August, September, and into October, all is forgiven for the up and down. You definitely need it from him. I feel very unsettled about the Rangers pitching matchups in October at this point. Very unsettled. I like what we've got going on. You got DeGrom, Evo injured. Man, the elbow inflammation, Nate, I know you asked about that. The elbow inflammation worries me. I'm with you. You have to hope that Bradford, Quantrill will step up with Nate on the IL. I'm worried about the pitching situation when the Rangers make it to October. It is going to be tough. I'll say this. I would rather start Cal Q than Leiter or Rocker at this point. Maybe that's a hot take in Rangers Nation. At this point, I feel more comfortable giving the ball to Cal Q in the playoffs than I do to, I would say, Leiter, Rocker, maybe even Gore. I don't want to be prisoner of the moment. It would be easy to pick Gore after tonight, but let's put this in perspective. We are playing one of the worst teams in baseball right now. I don't want to take a whole lot away from Gore, but we are playing one of the worst teams in baseball right now. I feel probably more comfortable giving the ball to Cal Q in Game 3 than anybody at this moment in time. Feel like he's been more consistent than Gore, Leiter, or Rocker this year. I'm with you, Moses. The comment from TikTok is experience versus young pitchers. Give me experience. Cal's been around the league a time or two. I know that, WBC is not playoffs in October, but he had a nice clutch start in the WBC against Team Cuba. He's been around the block for 10 years in the big leagues, close to it at this point. It is a little spicy. We're getting a little spicy here late night right on Rangers Live. But I'm dead serious. I might give the ball to Cal Quantrill in game 3 as it stands right now. And Sugi with one of the gold comments of the night, the comment on YouTube, it says, also Cal Q doesn't forget to cover first base. God bless Kumar Rocker, man. He's got so much talent. The pedigree's there. Dude, how do you forget to cover first base like every other start? It's every other start he's forgetting to cover the first base bag, man. I just have no explanation for it, because you've got to think they've been drilling that in his head. Like, I don't want to get off on a Kumar Rocker PFP rabbit hole here, but man, it's wild. It's just absolutely wild. All right, we keep rolling. Cal Q for sure. Darnell likes the Cal Q move in game 3. I'm dead serious. I think you're hoping Evo's back and you're going DeGrom, Evo, Cal Q. If Gore can do this about 6 more times in a row, maybe my mind will be changed. Probably wouldn't even take that many. Do this like 3 more times in a row, maybe I'm singing a different tune. But the trust level is a lot higher for Cal Q right now than quite a few of the other pitchers the Rangers have. Keep rolling. Still think we need to sign Trevor Bauer, Grayson says on TikTok. Look, I have no clue what Bauer has left. No clue what Bauer has left. Feels like he's got something left, but at this point, this late in the year, I don't know if anybody's taking a flyer on Bauer. I don't think anybody is. I would be shocked. I'd be real surprised. Also, the game on Wednesdays on ESPN. Ugh. Man, why do they keep doing this to us? Why do they keep doing this to us? ESPN and Apple TV games, man, just not my most favorite. Not my most favorite. Chris does need to be in the Right on Rangers Fall of Fame. I love that, Kate. Fall of Fame. That's the comment from YouTube. We had a troll stopping by. Let me know they went through all of my videos and disliked them. Oh man, whatever am I going to do? Jeez. Rent-free, some people, man. I mean, shoot, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's I've got some Rangers fans. It's rent-free for no reason. Clearly, they don't come and hang out on the lives. I always tell people, I'm obviously not going to be liked by everybody, and I get it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but man, I really do feel like you come hang out on the lives. I mean, look, it's a good time. I don't know what else to say. I try to let people know, you guys, you're the real ones. You're up late hanging out after 12 midnight talking Rangers baseball. I love it. Absolutely love it. We keep rolling. ESPN is good for me, Tristan says, because I actually have it. Well, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Hard to argue that. I just like hearing, the guys on the radio, and, I like Jared on the call. I know some people don't care for Jared's commentary, but I'm a Jared Sandler fan. I think, first of all, good guy, good people, but I definitely like him calling a game probably a little bit better than I do Dave. I don't strongly hate or dislike what Dave and Mike do. Not my favorite tandem. When you grew up on Josh Lewin and Grieve on the call, you kind of get spoiled. Am I right? I mean, it's hard to top that. When you had Josh Lewin and Grieve going back and forth, just electric. By the way, if you didn't go and watch the video I posted early this morning, this is the 16-year anniversary of David Murphy walking off Mariano Rivera. Murph had a crazy game that day as well. Hit a 2-run homer, had an outfield assist, threw out Nick Swisher at the plate. It was really fun watching it. But Josh Lewin was on the call that night. It's just an electric call. I just really miss that guy calling Rangers games. Busby was solid. I feel like we've kind of gone downhill each time we've changed. Again, I'm not hating. I'm not trolling on Dave. I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's terrible. But it's just hard when you grew up on Lewin and Grieve in the booth. It just feels like everything's a distant second. Busby, yeah. Busby. I was definitely a Busby guy. I liked the calls that he had. I feel like there was excitement. I feel like there was energy. I feel like it was still a good blend of old school too with Busby, but he definitely got hyped up when the Rangers would walk it off, hit a home run. I know I heard he ran into some personal issues or something. I don't know. I don't want to spread rumors, but that was like the research that I did one day, but really didn't have a whole lot else substantial. So I don't want to go spreading anything. Anyways, it was a very fun night tonight. Rangers get the 4-1 win, by the way, if you're just coming in watching the show. Brandon Nimmo, big RBI hit. He's talking now. Let me see if I can get any sound bite from him.
Through in the end, so that we could kind of find our way offensively, but couldn't be more proud of them. Honestly, the pitching staff deserves that win, so couldn't be more proud of them.
Anaheim was not friendly to this team earlier this season, so what's different about your guys' mindset this week?
Just take it one day at a time. I mean, you're right. You know, they play well here, at least against us. You know, I haven't really looked at their home record, but they played good games here, and they really have done well
Nimmo
against
with an
us.
all-timer soundbite. I'm going to repeat it afterwards.
We can't take it lightly. You know, they're young and hungry, and they have guys that, you know, really want to do well here. And, you know, we just need to take it one game at a time and try and control what we can control. But it's just baseball. It's still a major league team, and it's still hard to win in the big leagues. That's all there is to it. So we got to take it one game at a time and try and take care of business, do the fundamentals right, situational hitting, all those things, and see where that gets us at the end of the day.
All right, on to the next. Thanks, Brendan.
Yep, thank you.
For his time, Brandon Nimmo gets a gift card
Okay.
to Chalosa Restaurants.
Brandon Nimmo with the Chalosa gift card. Let's go. Brandon Nimmo with the great quote. He's like, the Angels play well here. Well, at least against us. That was a gold quote from Brandon Nimmo, man. I totally agree with Cade. The comment from YouTube says Nimmo's personality would be so good as a broadcaster. I totally agree. Totally agree. Texas Rangers on TikTok says Nimmo's such a humble king. 100%. Absolutely. Yep. Brandon Nimmo, good people. Good people. What a great quote. Yeah, you know, the Angels, they play well here. And then he had to think about it for a second. You could see the wheels turning. Well, at least against us, I'd probably have to go check the record. That was great. Oh, it's always more fun when these guys win a ball game, isn't it? It is just always more fun when they win a game. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to wrap some things up here. We have a pitching matchup to talk about for tomorrow. I want to get to that here in just a second. Little standing refresh right now. Let's check it. Rangers, they win another one on the season, now stand at 60 wins. They are 60-59, a half game out of first place. Astros did win in extra innings tonight. Very crazy. Every team in the AL West has a negative run differential right now. The AL West, man, the bottom dwellers of Major League Baseball, the AL West teams. Every team in the AL West with the negative run differential. I don't know how much you see this. I'd wonder, like, how many times has this happened in Major League Baseball history where every team in the division, even the first place team, has a negative run differential. Rangers are at minus 30. Wild card, let's go to it. Rangers currently sit in the last wild card spot. The Twins won today and the Tigers won today. The Guardians are also right behind, but they lost today. So you've got a game and a half up on the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers for that last wild card spot. Rangers have a little bit of breathing room, and as it stands right now as the final wild card team, the Rangers would be playing a 3-game series, and that would be against, at this point, the Astros. So if the playoffs started today, you're playing a 3-game set with Houston. Hello. That's pure cinema. Yes, please. I don't even care what the result is. Just give me more of that. I would love to see a 3-game series where we go to Houston and have to break some hearts. But I'm not scared of anybody when it comes to a playoff series. I want to see us go and do the impossible. That was what was so much fun about 2023, right? Is you were constantly up against the wall and you were just like relishing the moment and taking advantage. I'd love to see the Rangers go play the Astros in a 3-game set and just break more Houston hearts. Let's go. Like, that just feels so right as I say it out loud. Like, please. Look, could it be flipped and we have the Astros come to Globe Life? Wouldn't mind that either. Wouldn't mind that either. I would love that series. We'll see how it goes. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. You would love to break some hearts in the wild card round playing the Astros. There's a good chance it's going to happen. Frankie says, love watching those ALCS highlights from Adolis. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. Oh, those are always going to be legendary. Never going to get old. Rays have won 7 in a row. My goodness. Mariners have lost 4 in a row. The Mariners lost again today. They have lost 4 in a row. The Mariners are now 4 games out of the wild card and 4.5 games out of the division. Mariners fans got to be hurting right now. Got to be hurting right now if you're a Mariners fan. Yikes. Anything else big around the league? Nothing crazy with the win streaks. Mariners, honestly, are the biggest losing streak, and the Rays are the biggest winning streak right now. Mariners had an off day, did they? If they did, okay, my bad. Still 4-game losing streak. Hopefully they can continue to go the other direction. I would not mind not having to deal with Seattle down the stretch. All right, Mariners were off tonight. Okay, good. I just saw the L4 and I thought, man, they lost again? Appreciate you guys looking out as you always do. All right, let's go to the game tomorrow. So we have Bradford on the mound. Talked about that already. Cody, a very, very good start for him against the Giants. I want to give this little bit of truth serum with Cody. 2 things. First of all, let's start with this before I give the 2. Rooting for Cody Bradford. 1,000,000%. I don't want anybody to get it twisted. Rooting for Cody Bradford. Hope that he crushes it every single start and makes the Rangers have an incredibly difficult decision. But with Cody Bradford, you're getting him against the Giants in his first start, the Angels in his second start. Let me just throw out there, I don't think either one of those teams is a great litmus test for what Cody Bradford is really capable of. And so I am interested once Cody goes up against that primo opponent. I know there's a lot of Cody Bradford fans out there. I'm one of them. But I am curious to see what happens when Cody has to go up against one of those top teams. And the opportunity is not going to come in the next couple of weeks. We're playing the A's and the Angels over the next 9. I think we play them 9 times combined, the A's and the Angels, over the next 12 games. Play the Nationals in there too. It's not a great litmus test for Bradford, in my opinion. At this point, you're cheering for him. Get outs, go deep into games, crush it out there, my guy. But I want to see what Cody looks like against a quality opponent. And I don't really think the Rangers right now are in a stretch where they're playing a lot of those. But I do think this is a great point by Darnell. Comment from YouTube is good to kind of ease him into the comeback. I'm with you on that. Look, I agree with this as well. Comment from Facebook. Good warm-up for Bradford. Facing these teams first till he goes up against some really good teams. That would be the idea here. I do think Bradford in the pen is interesting. We've talked about this on the show before. Let me explain why. I know there might be some pushback. I know there's people that really want to see Bradford as a starting pitcher. I get it. Cody Bradford is one of the best strike throwers this team has. In 2024, Cody Bradford was in the 96th percentile when it came to walk rate. He is an elite strike thrower. What are you worried about the most when it comes to your bullpen in October? guys throwing strikes, not giving free passes away, not walking people. I think Cody Bradford in the bullpen in October is 1,000% the move. Look, I know that the Rangers may have to see how this Nathan Eovaldi injury goes, and my goodness, I hope he heals up quick. But if Evo is healthy and everyone else is healthy, I think Cody Bradford could be an elite weapon in the bullpen. What a great change of pace, change of speed. You have a guy that throws upper 80s, right around 90, and he can locate, and he gets that good swing and miss here and there. He's not like an elite swing and miss guy, but honestly, I was looking up the advanced stats. In 2024, he was right around Jack Leiter 2026 levels of swing and miss. I think he could be very lethal out of the bullpen. I get it. The Rangers may not have a choice if the injuries start mounting up. But, man, I think that is the move. We'll see what happens. Until then, I'm rooting for Cody. Man, I hope he carves up the Angels tomorrow. Just keep doing your thing, brother. Keep doing your thing. Skip talking right now. Let's see if we can get
things that he does inside the meetings or inside the clubhouse that and they're adjusting to him. But what he's not doing is walking any guys. He's on the attack. He's good dirty innings. He's good going back out after a dirty inning. And Peyton Gray has been left, rights, doesn't really matter. We pick whatever lane we want because he's so effective against both. So yeah, we've been fortunate to have those guys come out of spring. We didn't really know, when they would come up, but we figured they would come up at some point, and they've really helped out our bullpen. Our bullpen was fantastic tonight, and a big reason why we won.
Thanks, Skip.
Thank you.
This is in me somehow messing up the live stream. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you for the gifts. Skip said the pen was great. That's awesome. I mean, look, I think that is probably the number one thing that you have to key in on tonight. Okay, I'm glad I'm back. Thank you. Sorry, y'all. It wouldn't be a show without some technical difficulties. You know this. Feels like every time I try and do the interviews, the Skip interview or a player interview, I get into trouble with my microphone. I don't know. Cholo Panda, thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Look, at this point, we're going to wrap up our show with a little preview of tomorrow's game. I know we were going to get there, and then we got a little sidetracked with the standings. But tomorrow, we've got Bradford versus Johnson. Bradford, of course, coming off his shutout start, 4 1/3 against the Giants. And then you've got Johnson on the other side, a 7.11 ERA. Had a decent start against Baltimore last time out, got lit up by Milwaukee on July 31st, got really lit up by the Giants on July 25th. So a little bit of a mixed bag here. I don't think there's a lot of ABs against Johnson. Looks like Jonah Bride is 1 for 1, Berger 0 for 1, Seager 1 for 1. Seager 1 for 1 with a triple? Is that what I'm seeing right now? Seager had a triple off this guy? Is that right? Wow. The OPS is 3,000. So I'm just trying to do like the mental math here. It's got to be a triple. Wow. Okay. Okay. By the way, we've got Cody Bradford on the other side with limited ABs as well. Lowe 0 for 1. Neto 3 for 6 against Bradford. Shanuel 0 for 3. Siri 1 for 1 with a homer. Okay. Look, it's hard to kind of get a good feel for the matchup based on that. I think it's easier to think about Johnson and his recent track not really lasting very long. Feels like it's probably going to be another bullpen day for the Angels. This guy is, first of all, a righty thrower. We're going to have our better lineup in the mix. Jock's going to be back. I'm sure you'll get Evan Carter back in the mix as well. Not that Evan's been swinging a great bat, but nevertheless, you like Evan's chances a lot more against righties, of course. I think this game definitely has a win written all over it, so naturally we'll probably be in a 1-1 game in the 8th inning when we meet again tomorrow night. I mean, that is how it goes. That is 100% how it goes. Absolutely. You already know. You already know. At this point, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start winding things down tonight. Man, I'm really appreciative of you guys for hanging out. It's been great. Look, tonight, here's what it told me. Gore can make a legitimate adjustment. This was a legitimate adjustment for MacKenzie Gore against a lineup that previously hammered him. Look, Joe Adell had 2 homers. Maybe Joe Adell getting traded was the X factor tonight for MacKenzie Gore. But credit to Gore for making a massive adjustment. Here's what else tonight told me. Don't put in a lefty. Don't sub in a lefty to pitch to Brandon Nimmo. The dude is absolutely raking against lefties this year. Close to a 1,000 OPS. I'm still a little bit unsure about Gore and the efficiency. He threw a lot of pitches tonight. Wasn't able to go super deep into the game. I do appreciate that Gore at least will go triple digits and isn't afraid to do that. He is a bit of a dog in that regard. He's not one of those guys that always needs to be babied with the pitch count. I definitely respect and appreciate that about Gore. I mean, who could forget starting against Houston on 3 days rest? I mean, this guy is definitely a dog in that way. But I'd love to see him be a little bit more efficient with the pitch count. Next thing I'm watching, what the offense continues to do in games 2, 3, and 4. You saw the offense really get shut down by Detmers again. Are they going to finally be able to take advantage against a not good pitcher? I'm so tired of the offense making very mediocre to below average pitchers look like Cy Young. We say that all the time, but it's been so true at different points. What is the offense going to do the rest of this series? Can they build off this win? Can they get some momentum? Can they get some positive vibes off of this W tonight and carry it into games 2 and 3? Also curious watching to see how they handle this Nathan Eovaldi injury. Hope Evo heals up. This was always the concern, right? You had 2 guys who are nearing 40 at the top of your rotation. Evo, always a guy, it feels like, correct me if I'm wrong, always feels like Evo is going on the IL right around this time. I'd have to go back and check, but I think I'm right. Feels like every August we get a Evo IL stint. Hopefully it's nothing crazy and he is back on the mound as soon as possible. But man, you absolutely would love to see Texas rally around some of the guys that are stepping up right now. You think about a Cody Bradford, Cal Q probably getting back in the mix. I got to think they roll with Cal Q instead of Montgomery. Maybe they throw Monty back into the starting rotation, but you already know. I'm rolling with Cal Q. That is my pick to fill a starting rotation spot. I know Leiter will be back soon, but until then, you start Cal Q and you don't look back. You do not look back. All right, y'all. I am going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out late. We are going to be back tomorrow, same time. I don't know what time it'll be, but it'll be 8th or 9th inning. I hope you guys will join once again. I hope we can get a game as good as this one was, man. This was a special one. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. Anytime you can get an extra innings victory, so huge. Don't put in a lefty against Mike Trout, Frankie says. That's another thing to learn from tonight. Yeah, probably. All right, y'all. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much for all the support you give to the show. We'll have a video out to you guys tomorrow once again, a couple of them probably. Thank you for liking, sharing with a Rangers fan that maybe doesn't know about Right on Rangers and what we're doing here. That would mean the world to me. Hope you guys get some sleep. Have a great day tomorrow. And as I always say to end every show, God bless and go Rangers.